welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 15th of August. Now first up, apologies for my 14th of August video. It is still being processed by YouTube, as we know. They tend to hold things up a little bit, example, your comments. Well, my videos as well, guys. So it was late coming up, so hopefully you'll get it. Maybe you'll get it after this one is posted. 22 hours later, still trying to load my videos. So I don't know what's going on there. Or perhaps it is the Wi-Fi. Who knows? The Wi-Fi is so bad, isn't it? Even though all the 5G and everything's supposed to be so supersonic and everything, it just seems to get worse, doesn't it? So I don't know what's going on there. So apologies if you missed me yesterday. And my doggos are in that one as well. Keep looking for it because it'll pop up at some stage, probably a day late. Anyway, let's get on with it, guys. I brought some cards along. Cheers, everybody. Without further ado, let's start the reading. Not much else has been happening either, guys. I've been watching some videos. I'll let you know who it is. He does body language and he reads people. And he's doing this breakdown of Trudeau's, one of his recent interviews. It's so interesting. I'll leave it on my Facebook page, actually, guys, because it's very interesting to observe just how good they are at lying and just how they deflect and they cover things up. It's just unreal. They have no conscience, these global elites, do they? They just don't care at all about the little people. It's just that agenda, and how to move it forward. Anyway, enough of them. Enough of Trudeau. Let's keep going, guys, and we'll see what comes up. God, I can't get to the next thing because they won't leave it alone. I'm getting England, London, UK, and they're giving me this very strange song called It's Raining Men, Hallelujah, It's Raining Men, a lot. Sure, they're describing all these men. Now, what I'm getting from this, and I am actually relating it to the Barbie movie because that's relatable because I've just seen it, how everything is dominated in the UK pretty much by men. Now, we all know Liz Truss wasn't in for very long, was she? It's like she was thrown in and then kicked out. And then it was like back to the men again. So they gave the illusion that women were, this is around Parliament, not the Royal Kardashians, this is around Parliament. It's raining men, and I don't mean in a positive way, it's in kind of a negative way, meaning men still dominate the political stage, which they do. They seem to over there, don't they? So I am getting that. Liz Truss was just a bit of a decoy. I think we all knew that anyway, just to make it feel like, oh, women have the power and the strength, but really they didn't because they just pulled the rug out from under her. So I am getting that song, It's Raining Men. It's flooding men, is what the guides are saying. There's too many men, too many men, too many men. And now we've got this whole transgender thing where men are identifying as women. It's complete, everything's just going upside down. And it's becoming very confusing as well. So this is in the UK. It's raining men. It is actually, if you think about it, it's pretty much dominated by men, isn't it? The Parliament over there. Interesting. I do feel like Sushi will be around for a while, guys. I just get that feeling. Because we know he's all part of the big clown show. He's one of the main characters. So they're not going to ditch the main characters, so they and bring in just some stand-in. All right, let's keep going. That's just an old song, isn't it? It's Raining Men. God. It used to be positive, though, that song, didn't it? When there was like, oh, there were men everywhere. Now it's like, oh, there's too many men everywhere. All right, let's keep going. Oh, they're showing me Germany. Oh, I get a lot of Germany, don't I, guys? Whatever's going to go down there, I don't know. But it's showing me the little people retracting. I reckon they have tried to fight in Germany. I really believe they have. But they keep having to retract because it gets too violent, or the government's like too overpowering. They're a very dominant force in Germany. I just get it. And people are very scared. I always say it. Those ancestral wounds create a really, it's a subconscious fear that people carry from generation to generation to generation through, parents to child to parents to child. It just carries through. It's a trauma, a very, very deep trauma wound in Germany. So I do get that at the moment. People are, the little people, peasants, and Lego people in Germany are retracting again. It's very hard to fight back if you don't have the enormous numbers. You need enormous numbers. So I feel like in Germany there's still little movements, but they're sort of separated. They need to find a way to all come together and be on that same page. That's what I'm just getting for Germany. Anyone know what's happening in France? Gone very quiet. Nothing on the news here. Zero. Absolute. Not even an inkling of anything about France. Because, of course, I suppose leading up to the Olympic Games, is it? They want everything to go to perfection. Macron would, because that'll put him on the world stage. We know they love their accolades and power and their egos being fed and stroked. All right, let's keep going. Still getting Hawaii. Oh, it's been, honestly, I don't even know what to say about that Hawaii. I know you guys, let me know what you guys are feeling and thinking about all that, but we do have a lot of questions about weather and the things that are currently going on globally. We know disasters can happen. That seemed to happen like in a very short period of time, a massive, massive disaster. So I am getting Hawaii. Hang on a minute. See, the sad thing, and that's what the guides are saying with Hawaii and what's happened with that devastation of the fire, it's put people into shock. And when people go into shock, it's showing me they're shocked, as you would be, because half of them had to sit in the water for 3 hours before they got rescued or whatever. When you go into shock, it takes away your power. So I do feel like these poor people, of course, are looking at their government for answers. So these are the perfect scenarios that play into the government's hands, because then the government can dish out their wonderful packages and they can throw the life buoy out and pull it back and rescue all the people and bring them onto the big government boat of global reset. I'm definitely getting that around Hawaii. It's so sad, isn't it? I mean, you can imagine if you're in that situation, what else are you going to do? A lot of people don't have insurance and things like that, do they? So they're desperate times means desperate measures, I suppose. It's just sad. So I do feel like, there's so much of this happening globally, isn't there, guys? We do have to wonder. We've got the flood disasters, we've got fire disasters, we've got tornado disasters. I mean, it's kind of like it's just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. Oh, guys, and I've also got to mention to you, that's sad though, Hawaii's, they're going to have a lot of fear. Especially if they've still got active volcanoes on other islands and things too, because that makes people very nervous that could happen to them if the volcano erupts and it sparks fires and, it's all associated. Fear, fear, fear. We know how it goes. Perfect to play into the hands of the global elites. Now, the thing I wanted to tell you about is, guys, I'm always telling you about the airlines here and how, yes, they're always, trying to turn people off traveling. There's always bags getting lost, flights being cancelled, in school holidays when it's very, very busy. It never happens much during off-peak times, funny that. But, oh yes, we've had the bearded terrorist on one of the flights. I think it was flying to Kuala Lumpur last night. They can feed people. Any of this on mainstream media? Of course. course, because they want to scare the pants off everyone. And they were 3 hours into the flight, so they're probably, you know, between, I don't know, here and somewhere. And, oh, there's the guy, he's got the backpack on and he's telling everyone he's got a bomb in his backpack. And he's got a beard and he's saying, it was like a, what was he, Allah? Anyway, he was saying how he's doing it all for, you know, it's all religion and all that sort of thing. But it was the classic terrorist, like the, honestly, and they showed him because everybody films it, you know, on their phones, as they do, because they're all panic-stricken. And it shows the stewards and all that trying to get him under control, and he kept putting his hands in this backpack. But you do have to wonder, don't you? Like, don't all the bags go through the security x-ray thing? Like, how's he going to get a bomb onto the plane? Like, is it only us that ask these questions, guys? Like, you know, I'm sitting there thinking, oh, this is a circus performance, isn't it? Like, oh, I've got a bomb on the plane, and like it's something out of a movie. It's like he's playing a scene out of a movie, isn't it, really? But, oh, guess what happens then? You can tighten up your security and you turn people off traveling, and then you're going to have that. Oh, yeah, remember not to forget, this would be a good opportunity in Australia to bring in the facial recognition. So everyone who gets on board, we know if they're a terrorist or not, or they've got a criminal record. We know how it's going to go. So basically, I don't know, and I kept thinking, how the hell do you get a backpack on there without it going through the x-ray machine and security looking through and checking everything? Like, God, they even find if you've got a pair of tweezers or a bloody little pair of a nail file. So I think they're going to notice a bomb. So that was the big drama, and so I don't know what they're up to, but we always have a lot of questions when we see these kind of events playing out on mainstream media. So they ended up turning the plane around and flying back to Sydney Airport, and then, oh yes, then every other plane got delayed and everything was cancelled because, of course, they had to shut the tarmac for the plane to come in case it was a bomb. And, oh, it was a huge, huge event. Can you just imagine it, guys? Oh, and the guy probably had nothing in the backpack, I'm sure, if he's already been through security. So, you know. And he was the classic looking terrorist with the beard. Just, you know that look? There's like a look of the, like almost like a Taliban style. Oh, just ridiculous. Honestly, the stuff that goes on. Oh, you just look at it and go, now what are they doing? Oh, yes, setting up for the facial recognition now to go on the planes. That'll be next. And plus, if they scare enough people, they won't want to travel. And that means less planes, less emissions. So they had to put them all up in motels, and I don't know, it's an absolute circus joke, some of the crap that goes on here in Australia. So I had to let you know where they're at with the current airport situations. Oh yes, very scary. Everyone will be in fear now of travelling again. Oh. I mean, don't they have sniffer dogs for all this, like drugs and bombs? And you see them walking through airports all the time. And this was international too. So it's not like it was domestic. It was international, where you're going to check for drugs and all. You have your random dogs. Go figure. Just complete madness. They can just lie and tell people anything. Anyway, the BS detectors, we don't fall for it, do we, guys? We see through all this nonsense. Let me know if anything's been happening over in your countries, but that's where we're at with our airport situation. Yes, all very scary. Airport would have gone into lockdown. Yes, the whole lockdown would have returned. All right. And who was it? One of you were talking about people when you're talking to them about the lockdowns returning, the climate lockdowns. They just can't even believe it, can they? They can't get their head around it. They think we're still crazy. And yet it's all arriving on their doorsteps. Oh, you do have to take a step back and just stay up on the hill watching it all, because it's that insane, isn't it? I mean, you still can't believe that this is our lives and this is what's currently happening. Oh my goodness. All right, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting Canada. Oh, it's always Trudeau. But I am getting that Canada's ready to unveil some new system. What's the system? Hang on a minute. It could even be the monetary system, you know. I keep getting shown dollar signs. It could be the monetary system's going to start happening over there. Oh, we know it's not going to be far away. It's so annoying, isn't it? Have you noticed, though, how many people are starting to wake up to the cash thing? Because they're starting to realise that they can be tracked. Because I reckon what's happening is on a lot of their phone apps and that, they're getting more about emissions, and they're starting to visually see things. People waking up, not us, because we already know what's going on. But they're, I reckon, starting to get a bit sus that, oh, hang on a minute, why would my bank need to know what emissions I've got and what car I'm driving and what I spent at the local grocery shop? Like, you know how it's all broken down very neat. You get your, how much you spent on groceries this month, and this is what you spent on the gym, and this is how much fuel you put in your car at the service station. It's already there. It's already happening. They're already doing it. They haven't actually credit scored us yet, but I reckon that's what these people are seeing now, because it's all in front of their face. That's if they bother to open their app and look at their statements and things on their phones. It's all getting added up every month. Oh, it's complete madness, isn't it? That people are, oh, wake up. That's all we want to do. Oh, how about we pull some cards, guys? I think we just need some cards. We need some. How's your ailments going, guys? I'm going to pull some foxfires, by the way, and you're manifesting. Been getting anything? I went and had another massage today. Oh, not today, yesterday. Oh, my rhomboids, those shoulder blade muscles. Oh, it was so good. I actually had better sleep last night. So worth it, isn't it? Oh, you do have to reach out for help, because my massage therapist knows really well how to layer and get into those really deep muscles. But my knee's still rubbish. I hope you guys are getting some relief. It's so frustrating, isn't it? Oh, rituals and offerings. This is an interesting card. Look at that, guys. Interesting card, rituals and offerings. Usually when you think of rituals and offerings, it's like lighting a candle. Offerings to me is something a little bit around religion. But in this picture, we've got the foxes. We've got people bringing like bearer of gifts. We've got the lotus, the beautiful lotus rising out of the mud. It's interesting, isn't it? It's an interesting, not a lot of colour in that card either. Maybe it's in dark at night time. Rituals and offerings. Rituals and offerings. And rituals can be anything too. You know, when I think of rituals, that's like routine, having little habits, doing things that make you feel good. A lot of us do little rituals and things, don't we? And offerings is just sharing, I think, your kindness and your energy, to be honest, with others. Find a place to withdraw to. Oh, we're very good at that. We have no problems doing that. Look at that. She's hiding in the autumn leaves with her green hair and hiding in nature. Well, it's not really hiding. The word is camouflage. We do that. We've become very good at camouflaging ourselves, haven't we, guys? We're good at blending in. Find a place to withdraw to. And when they're saying withdraw, that means remove yourself from the chaos in the outside world. There's nothing wrong with doing that, guys. It's very, very healthy to take care of yourself, because that's what makes you stronger. And when it's like they say with anything, if you're around, for example, if you're around someone who's depressed and you want to uplift them, you don't want to bring yourself down to that depressed level. And see, we've come so far on this channel, guys, that we can't afford to go back there. We have to keep rising our frequency and vibration, because we're of no use to these people who are going to go through their awakening process, well, the sleepwalkers that are going to go through their awakening process. If we don't have our own inner strength, it's like anything. To help keep others propped up, you have to keep in your strength and power. Otherwise, then you end up with two depressed people or two people dragged down sort of into the bucket. Shadow dancer. Ooh. Interesting. We all have our shadow side, don't we? Shadow dancer. What does that mean? It's almost like she's split. Like half of half of her is in colour. And, you know, this represents us, guys. This is the repairing we've got to do. Look at her broken wings. And, of course, I've got to get the song. Take these broken wings and learn to fly again and learn to live so free. We've always got to get a song, haven't we, guys? Sorry, my phone's running low. That's us. We've still got these parts of us that need healing. Look at the wings. And look at that lack of colour on her, half of her. Anyway, one side's flying really well and the other side looks like it's just half dead, which could be the ailments in our bodies. Shadow dancer. Or maybe we've got to get back to dancing, which I don't think a lot of us can do anymore, can we? We often giggle about that. But the shadow dancer, we've got to really start healing, guys. That's what we've got to do. All right, we'll get moving. Let's pull some angel answers as well, guys. Angel answers. That's those ones with the beautiful butterfly head. What would you call it? It's like a crown of butterflies, isn't it, guys? Oh, one flipped over. Remain positive. We really do try to do that. We really do try to do that. So we've still got the power in our hand, the energy in our hand. When I see that light coming out of the head, that's spiritual growth. That's spiritual expansion. Staying in our truth, staying in our power, keeping our light shining bright. We always get that one. Peaceful resolution. Now, this is for us. You know, look at the arms open there, the open body language, being receptive. Everything's lining up. Look at the lights lining up in the chakra points. We often get that. Peaceful resolution. So the more peaceful we are in ourselves, the better everything's going to be. For us. It doesn't matter how other people deal with it. That's up to them if they choose to grow or not. But we choose to grow, don't we? Oh, forgiveness. We get it all the time. Forgiveness. And I often say to you guys, see, that's just sitting sort of in that meditative position, just allowing. But forgiveness, I often say to you, is not about forgiving others. It's sort of about forgiving ourselves and allowing ourselves to have been vulnerable or to have got caught up in situations. Like, it's sort of that forgiveness of the self, really. It's the letting go. And it's not so much about forgiving people, but it's letting go of the feelings and the attachment, sort of the energies that went with the experiences that we've had. And that could be over your whole lifetime, not just in the last 4 years. Let's pull a soul expression card. Yeah, it's certainly been an interesting journey, hasn't it, guys? It's been so weird. It's been like beyond weird. It's still weird. Do you guys find it weird? I find it very weird. It just doesn't even feel like normal at all, does it? Nothing feels normal. Well, it's our new normal. It actually feels good a lot of the time. It's just the little aches and pains. Oh, breathe. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I breathe properly, allowing breath to lovingly nourish my body. Breathe. Always get back to your breath. That's how you get your focus. You don't want to have a tight chest where you're shallow breathing and that makes your body, you want to, I might leave a video over here about how to breathe. I've got meditations. I was telling you I did a few the other day on that, because I think breathing is really crucial for everyone, because you just need to become more aware of your breath, because your breath helps you to focus in the now too, which most of us already know. I know we get a lot of repeated messages here, guys, but you know, sometimes there's a reason the guides do that. Fairies. Meditate with this card to feel the loving support of the fairies. So you could sit in your garden under a tree, or when I think of fairies, that's your guides. That's your guides guiding you guys. The magical fairy guides. They're just leading us down a path. And release. I lovingly allow the old to release, making room for the new arrive. I surrender. That's what we've got to do. We've got to release. We've got to release these old pains and twangs in our bodies, guys. We know we do. And we're working on it. We're following a lot of spiritual teachings and trying to expand and teach ourselves new things, aren't we? Let me see if there's anything else to close with today, guys. God, for some reason they're giving me that song. Sun ain't gonna shine anymore. You is gonna look in the sky. I don't know what that song is, but anyway, we're gonna go play it. I don't know who sings it. I often don't though, but that's nothing new, is it? Sun ain't gonna shine anymore. Oh, I hope it does shine. I know a lot of you guys haven't had much sun over there in Europe and Canada and America. We've had more sun than you, and it's been winter here. Oh my God, it's nuts. Maybe that's about the weather manipulation, high probability. Hang on. Yeah, I'm getting the Eagles again. Take it to the limit. Take it to the limit one more time. God, we've had that song a lot. It means we've got to keep pushing things to the limit. Keep growing. Take it to the limit. Don't stop now. Keep going. A minute. Oh, give me that Beatles song. See, what you got to realise, guys, the guides won't let me get to the next piece of information until I give it to you. So they just keep pushing it. So I have to tell you the song. The song is the Beatles, Love, Love Me Do. Love, love me do. I know I love you. I'll always be true. So please love me do. I love that song. I love when they play the harmonica. It's so cool, isn't it? We get some great music on here, don't we? Some old favourites. Let me see if there's anything else and then we'll finish up today. Oh, no. Sorry, we're not getting a song now. We're getting a manifestation. We've got to manifest. The guides are saying we've got to manifest some rapids, like rapids or a waterfall. That's your manifestation today. You know, when someone's on the kayak and the rapids and the rocks and the water's going, we've got to manifest that scene. Oh, we're moving to some different things today. Or a waterfall, like just a waterfall. Could be Niagara Falls, could be just a little waterfall. Doesn't matter what it is. But that's our manifestation. Rapids or a waterfall. I hope you're going all right with your other ones too. Well, I'm going to leave you with that today. Remember to keep manifesting and allowing, because it brings things into your experience and keeps you aligned. It's proof that you're staying in your strength and your alignment. And take care of yourselves and your little ailments as well. I know it's not easy, guys, but we will get through. We'll keep pushing through. Just reach out for the help, like the guide said, that you need. All right, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate all your comments. I will get back to you some of your comments today. I just was trying to load my video all day, so I ran out of time. So please subscribe, hit the like buttons, and please feel free to comment down below. I love talking to you, and I will talk to you very soon. Okay, bye, everyone. Bye.